Good morning, fellow Ambazonians. I bring you patriotic greetings this morning to you, my brothers, my sisters, fathers, mothers, uncles, aunts, children, nephews, nieces, and all. Accept patriotic greetings from the great state of Alabama. Today, I come to you to read a few poems from one of my collections, still one of those premonitory collections. It was published in 2010, and it is entitled Bleeding Red, Cameroon in Black and White. Well, before I read any poem, I might take the pleasure to briefly read what the publishers or the editors had to say of the collection. This might give us an insight of what the whole collection is all about. I'm not going to read all the poems in the collection. I'll just pick a few to give you a gist of what the collection is all about. And this is what the editors had to say. They draw attention to the fact that Bill NDI's Bleeding Red, Cameroon in Black and White is another masterpiece from a poet with a deeply political vision. This collection of poems with Cameroon as a particular focal point is a paragon of socio-political and cultural alertness in verse that will get every reader on their toes. Bill NDI's world is fraught with topsy-turvydom. It is a world darkened by experience and a keen sense of the wrongs plaguing his beloved country. He points out, without preaching, where it all went wrong, how it can or what it will take to be redeemed. The acerbity of Bill NDI's criticism runs through the very first poem of the collection, entitled Anthem for Essingang, through the promise to the very last one, Papa Ngando Yi Mimba for Cameroon. What a clime characterized by a clan of mbokos, clan of bandits. It is just natural that as they perpetuate death and sadness in his beloved fatherland, nothing but disgrace, great shame, and repudiation awaits them forevermore. This is exactly what the editor says of this entire publication. And I would like to start out read the very first poem, which, as we hear, is entitled Anthem for Essingang. I want those of us, I know we used to sing the anthem of La République when we were together with them, but I had long understood that there shall come a day we shall move away from this anthem and we shall sing Hail Ambazonia. Nonetheless, the anthem for Essingang has nothing to do with Hail Ambazonia, but it is a subverted version of the anthem of La République. And it reads, "O macaroon, covered with poor-cheeked feathers, go sit down and pride yourself in thievery. Like the storms, your disgraceful flag shall fly, with your havoc to your name ever true. My father's house that once all tongue could tell has now become the house of thieves, so the rest of the world can see the emblem of the tears of my people. Clan of mbokos, clan of bandits, with death and sadness in our store, dying with disgrace, Thine be great shame and repudiation forevermore. I know with the reading, you might not see how it echoes the La République anthem, which I would hate to sing, but I would sing it from the poem, which reads, O macaroon covered with poached feathers, go sit down and pride yourself in thievery. It goes on and on till the end of the poem. Well, I hope you did enjoy it. I will move over to the next poem I'm reading. Stay tuned. Again, welcome to the reading from the collections Bleeding Red, Cameroon in Black and White by Bill NDI. I would like to read you one other poem picked from the collection Lord of Greed. Lord of Greed is actually like a poem that portrays the greedy nature of the politicians that pupilled the Republic of Cameroon, or La République du Cameroun, when we were once part of them. And this poem, I would let the poem speak for itself. I would let the words, listen to the words, and try to associate the words, because there are words that you hear that might exactly be directing to something else. And the poem reads very simply, all bitter. You are free to stand tall like a tree, to lift your shoulder till it licks heaven's ass, but not to treat the honest man as an ass. In being rich, you yourself pride. Who tell you that's foolish pride? For your wealth can put ones like us asunder. Rather change your name from bitter to better. In your ocean of wealth you swim. Besides, you are waterless river limp. As you hoard your water, claiming to be better, when our waterless beds does feed the poor, telling you to down the drain your greed. Poor, will you tell the Cameroons that greatness in your lexicon means greediness? Our unborn child would love to hear of true greatness of the poor taking care, where oceans do fill the rivers that feed the poor, making true greatness one that shall never go sour. But before I pick the oars, I would like to raise my brows. If your soldiers protect you and not the weak, how can I say you are better than the weak? Lord of greed, from weak breed, assert strength and come out. Be welcomed by the crowd, cheering up your courage, not jeering in rage by your greed embittered. Please have this registered. If not, you should step aside, else we'll get you out of sight with our pens bleeding to drown you in your ocean of wealth. And all the nation is asking, Lord of greed, is some good health? Thank you. Hello, hello, fellow Amazonians. Welcome again, still from the collection. I am delighted to read you one other poem. It is entitled The Promise. The Promise is another simple poem, and it reads just this. The sun rises in Betua with promises and majestic stride to sweep away losses. Little knowing in Vokmaka, it will fall prey to pitch darkness, long in wait to make sun pay for such generosity embracing poor and rich. when for the latter sun's vitamin D is for the rich. Hostage the sun shall never see Mungo's west. The whole world knows darkness due in the west nest, but pitch darkness taken sun hostage in the center, stretches hair, strands, and make hearts bitter. The king of darkness in his palace, with such bright smile on his face, smirking like a ghoul, happy misery's claws in the nation and in the books of laws. The promises the son made must die. Mbokmaka darkness thinks it a lie. But unchain, we must unchain innocence, taken hostage by the king, mad and incensed, married to drunken spree and delirium, which have taken up all in his cranium. But not our dreams of a bright sunshine will fish out of darkness with a line. Thank you. Hello. Yes, another poem here entitled Brother Phony. Phony is, the last, the attitude of our French-speaking brothers east of the Mongol, and their attitude. I had seen it coming, and I would just like to read what I had written those many years back. Brother Phony reads this: who does it better than you? By day you would hoot as owls do. I don't heap you blames. You do name me names. I would make you shame for claiming such fame. Anglo-Kong, Anglo-fan. These of me you make. Would your shit I take? Like frog swell up with francophony, blind to your deeds as francophony, Phoney. I won't want to be funny here, as your claim to be high up there in your folly, defeating Franco's folly. He dragged Cervantes' pain into gore, which today you have dragged to our door. Would you take a mirror and have a good look? Then tell me to keep furor of my book. Brother Phony must be loony. Were you to dare this upon all what you've already done? What else can we embrace but funny, though you would the world from you curry favor, with such gestures as would knaves, but take this home, slayed thoughts of the caves. A master behaves. He never enslaves. He serves his subjects. Well, not between decks. Thank you. Dear Amazonians, fellow brothers and sisters, once more, patriotic greetings from Alabama. And I here read to you this poem comes still from the same collection, from the second part of the collection entitled Smatterings of Pidgin English Poems. This poem is written in Pidgin English, and the first one I'm going to read is My Country People. My country people, not tired people, sense them get am, suffer they don't see am. But them sabi lost sense, for here say money na nothing. Money no be don't start something, no be you go can finish something. If you want follow na money, na you sabi. Some man be go enter nyongo, say you no sabi, say na just dream within the fool people with them. Make them go chop for Nyongo people. When Monica enter like shit and Sansan, them start becoming their high up. Make we call them grand. When people not look, they are smelling shit money. Craze go enter for their head. Then drink all the money. Them go run go for Oku, run go for Babungo, Ombonge. When small better no go follow, Tori go don baje. Then be say Tori sweet tipman laugh for banda. When you baje for a to the palace, now wow. With Essingang mafia where them they cry for we are blood. Send their Sansan boy, them with khaki for carry rod. Where them go boot we with them, like say we be snake them. Essingang people forget say, now we be make them king. Forgive their brother for Nyongo people. As them be things say money, go buy people. Make we sing now we are samba. Make we dance now we are mbaya. Make them no say money now we shit. If for them, now you go buy them meat, not before we. Thank you. Hello, hello. I'll end this reading from the same collection with Papa Ngando Yi Mimba for Cameroon. Well, I might want to start by telling you a little brief story. I know some of us who were unfortunate. I say unfortunate because we went to school in Yaoundé, not because we really want to go to school in Yaoundé, just because it was the only university in that shithole country. Those who went to the University of Yaoundé in the 70s, 80s, and 90s would remember there was an old man who guarded the mortuary at Q's. His name was Papa Ngando. But I live not far from Q's and frequented Papa Ngando, and this poem I'm reading to you is based on a true story, on a conversation I had with Papa Ngando, who was taking care of the mortuary. I just want you to follow what Papa Ngando had to say. Even though Papa Ngando did not even go to school, Papa Ngando understood even way back then that there was a problem in that country for the Anglophones, and that the Anglophones did not have their rightful place there. And I'll just allow Papa Ngando to speak for himself. And this is what Papa Ngando said, or let me read the poem. Papa Ngando bisabi look at mortuary. Now always ye bisabi do. Again ye be the knock with Tori. For die people them way, them the waka. Ye bisabi see them for road, them for capital. For side for Obili and Melen, where ye be day. That flower can pass Papa Ngando. Ye say, one die Anglophone, not two die people them. For Cameroon, if them they alive, them don't die. Not be for sick, I say, them want them. Now other way come out from up. Not be from heaven, my picking them, but from palace. Like the one from for up mop tongue. Bad thing no fine for talk. Anglophone for Cameroon, you chuku trouble. Now so when Ngando be see Cameroon. I go like for Sabi, you remember today. For this, one way, they don't throw well for whole. Make you shut up. Or talk French for give laugh. Give laugh for Oyibo Yininga. Where ye the fear reserve bench, where Anglophone she don't for day. The way the time can't pay. Ye know say that power na ground on. Only Christmas go say make man go drink solo water. Even the man way he don't throw well for desert. But this country, na Anglophone on you too. Thank you. That's Papa Ngando for you.